I know a lot of you guys want to move over here for one reason as well, is to see a lot of Europe. So being based in the Algarve is great because you're further enough away from Europe to get the decent hot summers and really amazing weather. But you're also close enough to go and visit all the major capitals and all the major countries in Europe. So for example, London is literally a 2 hours and 50-minute flight away. Paris is 2.5 hours away. Amsterdam is 3 hours and 10 minutes away. And Berlin is only 3.5 hours away. So you've got this whole range of places in Europe just to go and visit so easily. And even closer to home, you've got the whole of Spain to explore. Madrid's a 7-hour drive away. Barcelona is 14 hours drive. And much closer to home, you have Seville, which is only 2 hours and 10 minutes away. Now that's half an hour closer to the Algarve than Lisbon, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes. So now Seville was interesting because my cousin, this is a funny story, right? My cousin comes up to me the other day and says, "Hey, Nick, we've got a private jet going to go from Faro to Jerez, which is near Cadiz in Spain, just South Spain. Do you want to come?" I was like, "Sure, I want to come," obviously. So I'm just going to use this as an example because normally, we would fly out with Ryanair or EasyJet or all the main, groups of airlines. But this was a special occasion. So my cousin and I jumped into the airport and we cruised around and went to go and visit this beautiful jet, which we managed to organize. So thank you so much to flyplatoon.com for organizing this flight for us. We're really appreciative. And we made the most of it, obviously, by bringing a bottle of champagne. So now we're going first class across the Gulf of Cadiz, all the way to Cadiz and land in Jerez. And then I'll tell you how we got back. So just going for a hop, skip and a jump over to Spain. Gorgeous, though. Cheers, man. Cheers. We're just about to take off. Okay, so we're just turning off. The flight across the Gulf of Cadiz was only 25 minutes of pure champagne-filled bliss. After landing at Jerez Airport, the only airport serving Cadiz in the whole area, our plan was to hire a car from Jerez to Seville, costing us 60 euros, then attempt to get a car from Seville to Faro. Now, my cousin Chris had already contacted a company that moves cars for the rental companies, and they actually had a car available, but he just hadn't had an official confirmation as of yet. As it was Sunday afternoon, nothing much was going on in the south of Spain. He assured me that it wouldn't be a problem. So on the way, we'd stop at a swanky restaurant in order to continue in the vein of our first-class trip. I must say, I'm pretty hungry myself, actually, and all I've got is these things. Executive jet travel ain't all it's cracked up to be, man. You don't get no swanky food. Touchdown. What are we going to do now? Well, this is only the beginning. It's beautiful. Thanks, Mark. Thank you very much. We're heading into the airport buildings now on a complimentary bus provided by Fly Platoon. Everything was going extremely well even considering the fact that I didn't bring my passport with and we almost got turned back at Faro Airport. Now, normally you don't need one. You definitely don't need a passport to enter Spain from Lisbon or Porto, but for some reason, you need one at Faro. Go figure. So we're going into Jerez Airport, and as we get to hire the car, I realized, damn, I left my GoPro on the plane. So strike number 2, Nick. We actually had to get that back. Yes, I found my GoPro. Ah, crazy. It's a sleepy Sunday afternoon in Jerez de la Frontera. Oh, we're caning it down the bush, down the highway to Seville here. Oh, it's a good Sunday afternoon. I mean, I could be sitting at home watching TV. Instead, I'm racing down here, having been on a private jet. Good Lord, what next? Spirits were high as we approached Seville, and on arrival at Sixth Car Rental in the airport, we realized that our dreams of getting a car relocation deal from Seville to Faro were dashed. Unfortunately, the company Chris was dealing with hadn't sent through the required paperwork to Sixt, and nobody could get hold of them. Although the car was there, and they knew who we were, and they needed to get it across the border to Faro, they just couldn't give it to us. The only option was to charge us the full rental of 950 euros. I mean, that's nuts, and it's even off-season. We did some Googling and opted for a night out in Seville while we figured out the return journey. In the back of an Uber. Again. Have we done Uber today? No, we haven't.
Oh, sorry, that was Uber Jets.
Uber Jets, yeah. Cool spot.
Cake, but it's not cake. It's cake.
No, I didn't call you beautiful. I called this beautiful city beautiful. So what's the time, Chris?
GMT +1.
GMT +1. Hey look, this is ours. So that was the kicker. We'd come across the Gulf of Cadiz, first class private jet, champagne, everything. And we returned home by the late night bus. What a mission. Good one. What a trip.